UFC Fight Night, Austin, Texas, Moody Center, just ended. It's currently 9:55 p.m. Um, December 2nd. And I'm going to go over the card real quick and give my thoughts. Starting off with Sean Brady versus Kevin Gastelum. Sean Brady dominated this fight. Going into this fight, my prediction was that I think Kevin Gastelum would win by finish round 2 or 3. I was surprised how physically strong Sean Brady was. He was able to hold down Kevin Gastelum for 3 rounds, hitting ground and pound and threatening submissions. Honestly, I was so surprised how good of a grappler he was. Not saying Sean Brady isn't bad, but we're talking about Kevin Gastelum here. He's a really good wrestler. He was able to hold down Kevin Gastelum. He finished Kevin Gastelum in the 3rd round with a Kimura lock submission. I mean, I was surprised to see how Sean Brady was so good. Even on the feet, he was landing good shots. Not much to say, like, honestly, other than I thought Kevin would have done better, and I'm honestly surprised he got dominated easily. Because we're talking about Kevin Gastelum, you know, he went toe-to-toe with Israel Adesanya and so many other good fighters. I honestly thought it would have been more of a competitive fight. Moving on to Rob Font versus Davison Figueiredo. The fight was less entertaining than I expected. Both amazing strikers. Yet for some reason they were grappling quite a bit, which I find odd. I understand both grapple and they know how to grapple, but they are arguably the best strikers for their respective divisions. Rob Font is in bantamweight and Figueiredo was moving up from flyweight, but you could arguably say when he was in flyweight he was the best striker, and Rob Font is arguably the best boxer in bantamweight. So I was hoping for like no takedowns in this fight. Honestly, I wanted like a 15-minute kickboxing match, and I'm not trying to sound like a casual that's like, oh, I only like boxing, I only like kickboxing, why are you wrestling? No, it's not one of those. But a comparison you could say is, imagine if Sean O'Malley and Max Holloway have a 3-round fight and all they do is try to wrestle. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're both kickboxers, you're both amazing strikers, why are you wrestling? And so it just didn't meet my expectations. Maybe I have too much high expectations, but they're both great strikers, so I was honestly expecting it to be an amazing striking match. Because you're both boxers and you decide to wrestle. Other than that, a good fight. The striking exchanges were good. Rob Font was keeping Figueiredo at range, popping the jab, popping the 1-2, popping the 3. Really good crosses. Figueiredo was landing with those uppercuts and hooks, landing those leg kicks, moving forward, marching forward with those leg kicks and those uppercuts. And in the 3rd round, it was either the 2nd or the 3rd round, where Rob Font got hit with a lead left hook by Figueiredo, and he went tumbling, not like falling, but he was wobbled. He looked visibly wobbled. His legs gave out for sure. He was hurt. Other than the grappling, a good fight. I was kind of hoping for like a 3-round striking match. Moving on to Jalen Turner versus Bobby Green. What a knockout from Jalen Turner. He flatlined Bobby Green. It was an amazing shot. He hit him with the lead. I think it was a lead hook. No, it was a right straight. He was in the orthodox position, and he hit him right behind the ear. A good knockout. It was like right behind the ear or above the ear, one of the two. It was an amazing knockout. He teed him off with the punches, and I'm gonna be honest, it was a late stoppage. I counted like 10 to 13 unanswered shots before the referee finally stopped in. Honestly, I would rather it be an early stoppage than a late stoppage. We were talking about the fighters' lives are at stake here. They could get damaged. He was waiting for Bobby Green to go out cold, and that was just a sad stoppage, honestly. Whoever that ref was needs to be fired. Going into the fight, I was expecting Bobby Green to win by finish. Well, because he had a full training camp. Jalen Turner took this fight on like 1 week's notice. The odds were stacked against him. Amazing finish by Jalen Turner. Nonetheless, I won't even lie. Where would Jalen Turner go from here? I'd say give him someone in the top 10, like maybe number 9, number 8. Maybe that's a little too high considering he's ranked number 12, but give him someone in the top 10, somewhere between like 7 to 11, someone good, a good fighter. Not much to say other than great knockout by Jalen Turner. Now moving on to Arman Sarukian versus Beneil Dariush. What an amazing knockout by Arman Sarukian. Round 1 knockout. He hit him with the knee from the clinch, and then he hit him with a right Superman punch. I believe it was. He hit him with it was. I think it was a Superman. I think it was a Superman punch. Sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm actually on my phone right now. I'm looking at Hulu. I'm watching the fight on Hulu, and it was a right hand Superman punch. Out cold. Beneil Dariush, out cold, out like light. And what do you do with Arman Sarukian from here? That's a difficult question. Could you give him a title shot? I think so. Or have him fight someone in the top 5. Give him Michael Chandler. He's been calling out Michael Chandler for the past 2.5 months. Give him Michael Chandler. You have to give him Michael Chandler. That would be a fight I am begging for. You give him Michael Chandler. If he beats Michael Chandler, give him a title shot after, if like Charles or Gaethje, whoever loses to Islam. Honestly, the other fights besides the main card, I mean, these were good fights as well. It's just not something that I want to spend another 5 minutes talking about. These 2 fights were good, really good. But the biggest main card, I mean, the biggest fights I really wanted to talk about were these fights right here. Amazing card, nonetheless. I can't wait to see what will happen with these fighters, and who knows, maybe my next video I'll talk about the future, what would be good for each fighter, their wins, their losses, who should Beneil fight next, who should Bobby Green fight next, what would be a good fight for Kevin, what would be a good fight for Sean Brady, things like that, because he's ranked number 9. I'd say give him a top 5 opponent, honestly, give him a top 5 opponent. Like, we're going to go through this real quick. Like, who in the welterweight is top 5? Look, because of Sean Brady's number 8, I say maybe top 5 is too much to ask for. I'd say a good entry into the top 5 would be like either Shavkat or Stephen Thompson. Because Sean Brady, like, he just beat Kevin Gastelum's not even in here. Where's Kevin Gastelum ranked? Kevin Gastelum, he's number 11. That's difficult. But I believe he definitely deserves someone in the top 5. Maybe you'll think I'm crazy, but if you think he doesn't deserve someone in the top 5, I say give him Jack Della Maddalena. But also on Twitter, before the fight, Sean Brady called out Ian Gary. I think that'd be a good fight. Honestly, I think that'd be an amazing fight. Whoever wins should deserve number 6 or number 5. But these young up and comers are on their way up into the rankings. Got sidetracked, but back to the Arman fight. Great knockout, great fight by Arman Sarukian and Beneil Dariush. Fight of the night bonus, not fight of the night. Performance of the night. That's what I was thinking. He put on a great performance, even though it didn't last. It lasted like 2 minutes. Right here, like a minute 4 seconds. Give him a performance of the night bonus. I mean, that was an amazing performance. Same for Jalen Turner. Honestly, give Jalen Turner performance of the night bonus, considering they both won knockout in round 1. But that's it for tonight. It was a great card. I can't wait to see what happens for Arman Sarukian. I would love to see him fight Islam Makhachev again. That was an interesting first fight. It was Arman's debut, and he put up a great fight against Islam Makhachev. Spread love, peace, and positivity, and enjoy your guys' night.